talk about the Avengers. The Avengers Infinity War, as you know, is coming out next year in May. Things like May 4th. Because Star Wars gave that day up. That used to be the Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
May the 4th. I think that's when the first Star Wars came out. Anywho, but it's coming out in May next year.
Star Wars decided they'd rather have the holiday.
Yeah,
money,
they when they got that Force Awakens Christmas money, they was like, no, we ain't giving up December.
Hey, fuck May the 4th. Y'all can have it.
All right. Y'all can have the summer, man. It's all about the Christmas.
May the 4th be, you know what, just take it.
So, Infinity War, like I said, is dropping. And been waiting on this teaser. Now, I know they released some footage. I know they released it in Comic-Con. And somebody had some cell phone footage. And they put it online or whatever.
And the internet,
you'll get a copyright strike if you put that on there, though.
Yeah. And the internet got real butthurt over not being able to see it because they wasn't at Comic-Con.
Yeah, and for what I heard, they actually gonna drop this trailer tomorrow. So I heard some leaked stuff. So we're gonna see if we can check out some of that leaked stuff, just so we can have a little reaction for it and have a little discussion on what it looked like. Now I don't know exactly what they got, but it's a couple of images and a couple of scenes, like short scenes. I think. I don't know who leaked it, but it's probably Marvel.
I mean, pretty much most leaks coming out of Hollywood nowadays
are from the people
making it.
They always do that, man. Like, people leak their own sex tapes.
Yeah.
Infinity War, this is supposed to be the beginning. This is supposed to be like the last Avenger. I guess they're gonna do like 2 parts. So it's gonna be this is like part 3, then they're gonna do part 4. And if anybody that read comics know, there was a big event in the comics called Infinity Gauntlet. Is when all the best Marvel characters got together to beat one character, Thanos, which
almost got wrecked.
Marvel's been setting up for this for quite some time, and it's finally here. And I, for one, can't freaking wait. And matter of fact, I'm tired of waiting.
They've been teasing this forever.
And I like the idea of them pulling back on Thanos, but I'm also a little mad because they pull back on him just a little too much.
Yeah.
I just think they haven't showed so much of Thanos of you don't know people don't know who he is. They don't know what to expect.
They could have at least put some effort into building his legend over the course of these last few movies. You know, like, because all we know is he's some purple dude in space.
They did this, okay. Remember in Avengers, they showed him just turn around and say something.
Yeah.
It was, oh, it's Thanos. Whoa! Everybody lost their shit just by showing him.
And then they had that thing of him putting the gauntlet on.
Right, which I think they took so long. That was in 2012. So they're not going to bring him out to 2018. So that took them 6 years to show who this dude, they turned around. And they showed him for 2 seconds in one movie. Took them 6 years to bring him out. And you didn't give him, in that 6 year span, you didn't give him really
like, the only thing he had was Guardians.
Right, and then he's supposed to be in Guardians too, but James Gunn said he didn't want him in there. So and I'm like, y'all are not building him up. He's nobody right now. Nobody's scared of him. Nobody's worried about him. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, I'd rather see Galactus almost.
Yeah, it's just the whole point. If they would have built him up to be something, and then it was like, okay, when he get here, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now you're thinking like, oh, Thanos is coming. Okay, so who the fuck is he? You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody gonna look like. Okay,
all right. We seen what his army got. We seen what his daughters got. We ain't scared of that much.
Right, and I'm just, the characters ain't tripping off of him, but I'm talking about like the audience. Mm-hmm. The audience is like, who the fuck is Thanos? It's the purple dude. I'm telling you, he's tough. He's this. He's that. Okay, did they show him do anything? Well, no. I mean,
not only that, but like, it'd be one thing if it was just 6 years for us. But 6 years have passed in the Marvel universe. Thanos was supposed to be coming 6 years ago.
Yeah.
How the hell is he still not landing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I don't mind the time. It's more of the time that they had. They didn't use it well to develop him.
Yeah.
Or to build him up. I'm sorry. Because you ain't got enough. they didn't have enough screen time to develop them, but they could have built them up.
Yeah.
And they didn't build them up. You know?
Yeah, like, if nothing else, you could have had enough folks saying shit about Thanos throughout these movies to let you know what a threat he is.
It's just like okay, we're gonna deal with this, but if Thanos get here, then we ain't got a chance in hell. You know what I'm saying? Just a mention of it. Yeah. You know, that like you like, who the hell is this Thanos? Just keep that in the back of your mind. Who the hell they keep talking about? Who is this Thanos guy? You know, and then when he finally show up, oh, that's who the fuck they talking about, and I see he's a bad motherfucker. You know, but. Yeah, I didn't build them up. So I think they kind of, to me, they lost a little opportunity there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the Infinity War is going to be everybody in the MCU right now against, I'm guessing, Thanos and whatever he got going on there. But, you know, I kind of like where they did introduce characters they need for this story. So you got Hela playing Death, the goddess of death, which is going to be Lady Death, same thing. I know you had a little issue there, but whatever. Okay, now they got Mephisto is kind of big in this story, but I guarantee you, I bet you, they're going to replace him with Loki. You don't like that?
I don't.
Why? That's cool. You don't think that's the reason why? I think Loki is the goddess of mischief. He talking people's ear to get them. Yeah. That was his thing.
True.
And then when I watched a little bit of the old Thor, the first Thor, and they kind of played on that a little more than now. He wasn't just a villain where they was always use like okay, they was trying to do something, and then Loki was doing his thing, and then they ended up doing something else. They was like, oh yeah, your talking didn't get us nowhere. You always can talk your way into anything, or talk us out of any situation or whatever. So the whole thing is. And that was the Mephisto character kind of role. True. He was in Thanos' ear the whole time. Yeah. You know, got him to do this and do that. And I think they was gonna have Loki do that. They kind of messed it up by making Thor the Ragnarok such a comedy. Yeah. But if you take him out of there, you put him in there and it was all funny. You take him out of there, how you gonna put him in something that's serious?
Because the Loki at the end of Thor 2, I could have seen it. You know. Because he ended that on such a beautifully dark note.
It all makes sense, though. Because, look, Thanos' ship showed up at the end of Thor Ragnarok.
True.
It's starting to fit, dude. Sorry, I don't know if you like it or not, but that's what's going to happen.
I'll roll with it. You know, I ain't got to like it to enjoy it. You know,
but see,
I just got to let it happen.
This late in the game, do you want them to introduce all those new characters? No. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
So they just gonna have to replace them with people that's pretty similar to them. So you got the goddess of death, you got Hela instead of Lady Death, you got Loki instead of Mephisto. You know, they already got Nebula.
Yeah.
And I forget who else was involved in that. You know, so they got Spider-Man.
Yeah. Might as well
they don't have Silver Surfer, but you know they got Doctor Strange.
True.
So all of them was heavily involved, and then Adam Warlock, which I don't understand. They should have introduced Adam Warlock in Guardians 2. They really dropped the ball on that because he needs to play a big role. But what I think that they're going to do is have him play a big role in Guardians, in Avengers, the second Avengers.
I mean, because like I said, and let's not forget, they are splitting this up into 2 parts.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because he played a big role in beating Thanos or whatever. So the thing is, I think they all gonna get their ass handed to them in the first one, and Adam Warlock gonna show up like, look, I got a plan, y'all. Whoever's still alive, raise your hand. Let's go to work.
What's wrong with you? He tore off my leg. All right, grab that stick, get back up.
Yeah, if they do well, it's gonna be good. You know, I think they did tease Adam Warlock, so we should see him soon. But I'm tell you what, they got James Gunn working on Guardians 3 already. They need to let him. Of course, they ain't gonna let him go. I don't think I can't call for that. Obviously, I wish James Gunn didn't have nothing to do with this shit. But
yeah, I mean, at least take some of his creative control.
Yeah, that's what I meant to. If you let him just direct, let somebody else write, I'm on board. Because the first Guardians, he directed it well, and somebody else wrote a good story. But when he wrote Guardians 2 and directed it, it turned to some bullshit, man. Straight bullshit.
Yeah. Unexcusable levels of bullshit.
Thank you, James. I like that.
This message has been brought to you by the Committee Against James Gunn writing anything ever for the rest of time. Thank you, and God bless.
No, he can write stuff. He can write Scooby-Doo. He can write Garfield, shit like that. But stay your ass away from Marvel. So anyway, we going to get the trailer reaction in this weekend. But as of right now, we just going to give our thoughts and predictions for this movie. So I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Who you think going to die? You know there's somebody going to die. It's going to be a couple people going to die.
I mean, isn't Hawkeye already on borrowed time? I mean,
I was just about to say that. And then, it's Hawkeye. And I want to say Falcon, but Falcon actually becoming way more valuable than that character was originally designed for.
Bucky.
You think so? I heard he's going to play a big role, though.
I mean, he might have a noble sacrifice or something.
Hey, we saying that Captain America gonna die.
Trying to head off all the rumors that he might become Captain Hydra before they stop making his movies.
I hope they don't do that dumb shit. I hated that in the comics. Hell Hydra. What? That's stupid.
Hey, but some great memes came out of that panel, though.
Yeah. And what we talking about, they had Captain America was a spy for the Hydra the whole time or some shit.
There was a whole brainwashing thing.
It was dumb, and I'm pretty sure they dropped that whole deal.
Oh no, they fixed it by adding more bullshit.
Okay, yeah, that's what they do. So, my prediction is Hawkeye's going to buy it. You know what? Tony Stark might buy it because Robert Downey Jr. pretty much kind of done with this.
Yeah.
He wanted to go back to serious acting.
He's tired of carrying this franchise.
Yeah, and so he might die just because the actor might want to pull out. But I'm looking like this after Infinity War. Now this is what I heard. Oh, whoa! We got some more quick news. They talking about having 20 more movies ready to go.
No.
I know.
Look, I love comic books.
Yeah, it's getting to a point where it's
just
starting to be too much, man.
Anytime a fifth of the movies that come out every year are comic book movies, that's a bit weird, bro.
So the thing is, they want to take over this big summer blockbuster deal, where it's like in the summer you was like, okay, we need popcorn movies, and now the superheroes like, okay, we can do it we can have a superhero movie every summer, which is fine, but they had so many that they just gonna be doomed to repeat.
Because it's gotten to the point that a superhero movie is just an action movie now.
Yeah,
it's an action movie with flashy costumes and superpowers. That's it.
Well, I mean, what that's what superhero shit is, right?
But I'm just saying, it was great when it wasn't a thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. When that wasn't a thing, it was amazing.
It's kind of lame when you get all the non-comic book fans and people that didn't give two shits about this. Now they liking it, and they turn it to something else, and they gonna be out in a couple years.
Yeah.
They gonna once the fad go, they're gonna go.
And it annoys the hell out of me because having folks explain to me why they're bigger comic book nerds than me because they've seen all the movies is annoying as all hell.
Yeah, I always watch Avengers and
I'm like, so how long you been reading the Avengers comics? They have comics? Shoot yourself. No, it doesn't matter what. Just make sure you aim right here.
So yeah, I think they should reboot after Avengers.
If nothing else, we need we have to refresh the story somehow.
Yeah, but see what I was hearing, they're gonna go make it more. They're gonna have it more cosmic or something like that. That's what they said. It's gonna be. It's gonna see. I got fears right now.
So because what you're saying is they're gonna inject more fridge logic and comic book bullshit.
Right. So after Thor Ragnarok, I feel like that the tone gonna get way more comedic and not just comedic, but it's gonna be like a big fucking comic book, but it's gonna get more childish though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
Because they keep trying to make this stuff more and more accessible.
Yeah, but it getting to the point where, for me, before you had it grounded in reality, now it's starting to be not reality. It's going to be to a point where when these characters, to me, when these characters are acting like they really seriously doing this, it's going to be like a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they shouldn't go with the cosmic idea. I don't know. We'll see. But after the last Infinity War, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be done, but I'm not gonna be looking forward to nothing after that.
You know, like it's gonna like looking forward, it's gonna be so much harder to get excited about this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because we've been in it for what, almost a decade now?
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Because the superhero craze started in 2002.
Yeah, so
and after that, after the superhero craze, it just everybody started to adapt their little comic books, and then in 08, Marvel kind of made it got a formula for it, and started hit the ground running with it.
Built up an institution for it, you know.
Yeah, but we don't know. Let's not forget DC still got their thing going on. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
It's to the point like I almost miss standalone superhero films.
I know, and I think that's what DC is going to. Well, it is because the cinematic universe works so well for Marvel. Everybody just try to jump on.
Yeah,
didn't work as Universal.
You know, I feel like it limits the stories you can tell once you said this, and this totally happened, and we had to make sure we keep that in mind as we write these stories. So that means you can't revamp a character to use in your movie because you've already used them. Mm-hmm. So everyone already knows what the narrative is on that character, so you can't change them at all. You know, it's like if you because superheroes trade villains all the time.
Yeah,
you know, and so you can tell it. Look at all the different Jokers we've had and all the different Batman mediums. Mm-hmm. You know. Once you introduced the Joker in this medium, you can't change him now. That's your Joker.
Right. So you think they can stick with Jared Leto?
I hope not. Like, I hope they find a way to retcon that.
Yeah, same thing with the Jared Leto and the fucking Jesse Eisenberg in one movie.
Yeah.
Can you picture that?
And then I made her piss in a jar. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So,
dear God, now that's gonna be in my brain.
So that's our predictions and discussion on Infinity War. It looks like I feel like it's gonna be real good. We'll see. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. A lot of superheroes in one movie. It's gonna
be a busy ass movie.
Yeah, I'm cool with that because I believe now. I might be in a minority here, but it's a lot of people that agree with me. But Justice League was a busy movie, and it would still work.
Yeah,
so you can make it work.
We're talking about a lot more characters.
Yeah, that's true. But if you make it, but Naomi movie, Civil War, a lot of stuff going on, and it worked.
True. I mean, I'm definitely optimistic about it, but I am a little bit cautious on it, just because, like, with the sheer amount of time it's taken to get to this point, the sheer amount of storylines that had to be fit, that had to find their way into this, and a lot of those characters aren't very compatible.
Yeah,
some of them are too compatible.
Yeah, we have to see.
Like, why do we need Scott Lang and Star-Lord?
True. Yeah, they the same shtick.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You're right. Too many in one movie, but we'll see.
Hopefully,
maybe they're gonna section it off.
Hopefully, they use the fact that they are separating this into two parts to tell separate stories that are within the same.
And maybe the story won't have a conclusion to the next movie. You know, that'd be cool. So they got room to do shit. If they do it right. They haven't failed us yet, so excuse me.
I'll give them enough rope to hang themselves.
All right, so be on the lookout for our trailer reaction discussion. We're gonna do that this weekend. So as of right now, that's just our predictions for Infinity War. All right, moving on. We're gonna do a little Star Wars.